Hello, everyone, Randy here, and welcome back to Broad Acres on the RDAllen multiplayer server. Just myself on here again. Currently still harvesting in field 6, same field we were harvesting here last episode. Made quite a bit of progress here since last episode, though. Again, not sure who kept this going, but looks like somebody got some more equipment out here. We got, what do we got here? 3 combines, and I think we got 3 grain carts, and then still the one truck here yet. I'm assuming the one truck's probably doing okay keeping up, or at least somewhat okay keeping up, maybe. So yeah, we made some decent progress on the field here so far. Unfortunately, I probably can't really show it on the map here, I doubt, because it's probably not loaded. Again, problem with the 16x maps here, getting them to load so you can actually see what's on the map is... Oh, hey, there we go. We got some... So you can probably see the strips here. You can see the harvested. This is probably what's been updated. This section here, and then like a couple small sections here look like they've been updated. I don't know. Maybe that up there might be right. I have no idea. So anyway, just kind of managing the equipment here, making sure everything's going here at the moment. I guess the rest of the combines are still moving. Again, takes a moment for the map to load here. This is rather annoying. Should probably maybe work on getting the vehicle group switcher set up so we don't have to worry about that. Oh, my track is slipping. That's something you don't see in multiplayer. So again, we are running Courseplay here on the multiplayer server. Something completely new to me. We've definitely never done that before, run Courseplay. And up until recently, it wasn't even possible to run Courseplay on multiplayer. Again, this seems like the perfect map to test this out on. Although, given the size of it, maybe that's not such a good thing either, because this map seems to have some issues. But again, we deactivated most of the mods we had on the server here, so we're running very, very light on the mods we have at the moment. Just kind of some essentials. And a couple other nice pieces of equipment. That's about it. So mostly just in-game equipment here. That's probably going to help us a whole lot here if I had to guess. Unfortunately, it means we're probably also missing some of the other nice equipment we're kind of used to using, but kind of a trade-off there. Keep the map running. Oh, and another fine job by Courseplay unloading here. This means I can almost just like sit back and watch the action happen here. A bit unusual for multiplayer. We're seeing usually, we don't have any of this type of thing multiplayer for like unloading. It's always done by somebody. So, again, I'm not sure I 100% like this either, because again, multiplayer, the idea is, get people on, kind of all helping each other. It's always good. But again, same time here, the size of this map. Yeah, I think we need some Courseplay help here. Definitely not going to hurt us. Especially when it comes to selling. That was actually kind of one of the main things I was looking at. It's like, boy, we get Courseplay running some selling courses here. Because again, 16x map, folks. 16x. So, 16 times bigger than your normal map. Say the South America map or any one of the other farming simulator normal maps that come with farming simulator. This is 16 times bigger. So literally, field 15 and 19 there. The nice square fields. You can fit probably the entire. Well, maybe I guess maybe not quite, but real close. You can fit the entire single map inside of field 15 and 19. So a map inside of each one of those fields. That's literally how big those are. Oh, and I just noticed there's some equipment on 19, isn't there? Okay. Check and see what's going on out there. Again, map has been running beautifully here so far. I haven't had any issues since the, was it second episode there? I think we were having issues. Don't know what was causing that, but it has been running very nicely here since then. So, keeping our fingers crossed, I guess you could say. We'll see once how it goes, but... A reminder there, by the way, if you'd like to join us, information's in the description below. Oh, I guess the Combine didn't finish its headline across here, did it? But yes, if you want to join us, information's in the description below. Just please join us on TeamSpeak. Again, anyone's welcome to join as long as you can play nicely and follow the rules. And maybe just keep in mind, if you want to join us on this map, this is Server 2, Broad Acres. You may want to have a decent enough computer. If your computer can barely play Farming Simulator, this is probably not the map for you. It even says it when you download this map. Make sure you have a good computer for it. So, just something worth noting there. Let's see what's there. Curious to see if we got any more combines, because I wouldn't mind maybe getting another combine. I can do a little combining myself here. I can see more of the map is starting to load. I see the combines are still filling up here yet. I think that's maybe just because of the amount of time it takes Courseplay to drive from wherever it is on the field to load to this combine here. So, definitely, again, size of the map. It'd be nice if that loaded a little quicker. Oh well, I know I keep complaining about that, but again, it'd be nice if it loaded a little quicker. Okay, combine. I thought we had some more combines. That one is, oh, we do, over here. Okay. Somebody was maybe getting them lined up to start on field 20 here. Well, maybe we can do that. We'll see what we can find for another unloading tractor. And maybe I can run this field here. Or is it empty? Let's find out. It might be empty. It's looking empty. Okay. Never mind then. Double check here. Is this actually empty? It does look like, based on where somebody left it here, is maybe sitting out there for this purpose, but maybe not. You know, here, okay. It shows us being ready to harvest here, but you can see the small section where we are in has updated. It's no longer ready to harvest, so we're not. How far away are we? Yeah, we're far enough away from field 6, that's for sure. Yeah, notice too, all the fields have fences around them, at least the ones I've seen so far. I don't know if that's a thing in Australia. I'm assuming it must be. Must have borrowed that idea from the Europeans, I take it. Again, at least in the U.S. where I live, you very rarely see fences around entire fields like this. Yeah, sometimes if the farmer converts the field to a pasture or a temporary pasture, yeah, you'll see it, but not very typical around here to see fences around around fields. Pastures, yes, like I said, but that was an auto-save. Or lag spike, I'm not sure which. So far, Courseplay has not been causing any issues either. I know there's a few people said that Courseplay has the potential to create a lot of lag. Haven't noticed that at all yet. I suppose it probably depends on what you're doing with it. Again, we're just unloading combines at the moment. Maybe something too, you know, we don't want to have too many Courseplay courses going. No idea. Again, completely new to Courseplay on the multiplayer, so anyway, we'll read a few comments here in a moment. James was saying you can adjust your settings on the DB120 for seed usage, capacity, and speed by simply going into your XML file and doing your adjusting there. I adjust about every mod I download to meet my farming needs. Not to go OP, but to be more practical. Sprayers, combines, tippers, tanks, seeders, and even tractors' horsepower. Almost all mods can be adjusted. Yes, that is very true. All mods can be adjusted. You just have to know what numbers to change. And without looking, I don't know off the top of my head what numbers to change. It's one of those things where if I need to figure it out, I typically will go and figure it out. If I don't need to or don't care, I don't bother taking the time to go to figure it out. Again, for those of you who have followed the DB120 there, let's see, the DB120 started out with a ridiculously high seed usage with small tanks. Or I guess you could argue the tanks really weren't that small. It held a fair amount of fertilizer and seed. It just went through it way too fast, which I did not like because it cost a bloody fortune. Next, so what the I don't know if it was the mod author or another mod editor, whoever did it. I don't know if it was the original mod author. What they did is they went around and changed the capacity of the tanks. They made it ridiculously high. I think it held like 100,000 of each or something like that. Maybe it was more. Which was good. It lasted long enough now then. But then it still cost you a bloody fortune. It cost you even more to fill the thing. Like, well, that really didn't seem like a worthwhile fix. So yeah, now we have another new version here. The mod author mostly fixed the seed and fertilizer usage. Still seems a little too high. But the grain tanks are just a little too, or not really grain tanks, the seed and fertilizer tanks are a little too small on it. So it still don't last very long. Again, like I said, it just seems like we can't quite win. Needs to be adjusted a little bit again, I guess. Josh was saying that auto-loading trailer was hilarious to watch. Oh yeah, it's nothing like auto-loading on the PC, eh? You know what? I think we're going to go down to this end here. I'm going to cut some headlands across here just to open up the field for hired workers. Daniel was saying, I think it's linked to the size of the RAM you have for Broadacres. If you have less than 12 gigabytes, I think Broadacres struggles to load into memory. You know what? I have not actually checked. I'll have to remember to do that here, just to see once how much memory it's using. If it's using 12 gigabytes, that is a lot. Daniel was saying it gives them a chance to make a small amount of money for their efforts. He's talking about mod authors there. It's not fair that these websites make money off the back of the mod makers. It's hard to follow, but if you like the few modders, then they always share others' mods. Yes, that is true, they do. But yeah, it's just a shame the farming sim modding community here has kind of gone to pot. Like I said, a lot of scumbags out here just kind of stealing mods willy-nilly, not giving credit for them. And again, as Daniel said there, well, the mod makers don't necessarily charge for their mods. They often do make a small amount off the mods they make. So it's not like they're completely free. Most of them are trying to make a little bit of money back off their mods. And sometimes, too, keep in mind, mods aren't necessarily free for the mod author to make. They might have to pay for the models or whatever they're making the mod from. You know, unless the mod author is good enough to make it completely from scratch. You know, most of them are buying the models or getting the models from somewhere to make these mods. Osama Zain, please explain how to harvest grapes. Which there's not grapes on this map, is there? He's asking on Broadacres how to harvest grapes. Which I didn't think there was grapes on here. No, I don't see grapes on here. So unless there's a greenhouse or something like that that has grapes, which would seem kind of weird, but... There we go. Sir, Mr. Max was saying the Burgot cedars you have are pronounced Burgot. Hopefully I may be pronouncing that right this time. Pretty sure it's French. It's a Canadian thing. Yeah, it's Canadian, eh? Oh, of course. But are we doing the circle of death over here? Really? Even on multiplayer? Be nice if you move. Probably is not going to. Go fix the one that's doing the circle of death over here a minute. Ethan was saying, good job. Thank you very much for that. Turn on that line of the first waypoint there, see if that'll help. That's not going to help my situation with the harvester over here, none, is it? Now I'm going to have another tractor blocking us. Let's maybe just start the next row over then. Avery was saying I have a suggestion for the next PC versus console competition. Only use mods that are available on both platforms. I'm a console man myself, but I know the PC has better mods and stuff. But consoles are out of luck when it comes to mods, so just maybe take my suggestion in consideration. Well, and I think you pointed out exactly in what you just said there too. You know, the PC does have more mods, and I think that is the advantage of the PC. So for us to stick with console-only mods, I don't know, that just doesn't sound altogether that interesting to me. Mega was saying finally got a PC. Cool. Tyler was... Tyler left an extremely mean comment here and says we should plant field 13 in sugarcane. Field 13 in sugarcane. You have got to be kidding. I think I know which one that one is here once the map loads. Yeah, field 13 in sugarcane. Yeah, field 13 in sugar. I think not. Can you imagine how long it would take us to harvest sugarcane on field 13? Sugarcane is supported on this map, by the way, I guess. So it is a thing if you want to do it. Yeah. Again, I think not. Not on these fields. You know, again, the smallest field on this map is probably bigger than all the fields combined on Goldcrest Valley. Just saying here. It might be a slight exaggeration, but take all the fields on Goldcrest Valley, combine them up, and it's probably still smaller than the smallest field on this map. Anytime you want to move there, Courseplay, we're good. Actually, come on, load us, come to think of it. Okay, gonna move. No, probably not. Out of curiosity, is there a tractor coming to unload us already? There is. That's what I figured. Okay, so let's get you out of the way then. Hopefully the combine shuts off on us. Oh, and just like that, he takes off just as we get going again. Yeah, that figures. Anyway, like I was saying too about the multiplayer servers, if anybody would like to join us, you're welcome to do so. Currently have server 1 is still Valley, the old farm. We're still doing a little bit of logging on there yet. Like I said, we won't mind maybe trying to finish up all the logs that are on that map. Then server 2 here is Broad Acres, and server 3 is the Repentant map. Again, server 3, they're the old iron server, so if you like the old equipment, definitely check out server 3. And as I've said before, too, we do play some other games as well. So if you like games other than Farming Simulator, definitely welcome to join us. Obviously, been playing a bit of Minecraft here as of late as well. Got the Minecraft series going there. Some multiplayer Minecraft on the Direwolf 20 mod pack for Minecraft. And playing that, like I said, multiplayer there as well. Again, mostly private here at this moment. Just, again, managing a modded Minecraft server can be a bit interesting, so we're going to see how this one goes here. And then we'll maybe look at it in the future, maybe open it up to be a little more public. We'll see once. Let's see, let's just keep going over here then, Case, and we'll get out of the way. Like I said, just trying to open this up here a little bit for the hired workers. Aaron was saying they had an automatic feeding system back in Farming Simulator 15 called Mixer Feeder Mod by GEA, which was a map buyable object installed with Giant Center that didn't make it to 17. Used it a couple maps, was a very good mod. Yes, definitely have to agree with Aaron there. Used it a couple maps there as well. Definitely a very good mod. And that's exactly the type of thing I was talking about there. I don't remember if it was last episode or episode before. About how it would be nice if Giants would actually add something like that to the game, where you actually have to buy an automated feeding system for your cows. You know, so once you get cows, you can start feeding them manually, but once you have the money for it, then you can buy an automated feeding system and feed them that way. Okay, let's see. So where would be a good spot for me to start harvesting here, I wonder? Looks like we got 1, 2... There's only 3 of them? I thought there was 4 combines here now. I guess there's only 2. 1 on either side of the field. Okay. Well, maybe I'm just going to start in the middle here then and start harvesting there. Listen, I thought there was 3 combines on this field. I'm only seeing 2 at the moment. Okay, realign GPS here. And as far as, Farming Simulator 19 goes as well, another one of my suggestions I had, for the 3 levels of fertilizer, why don't we split that up? So you have 1 level of fertilizer there for actual fertilizer. So pellet or spray it on, whatever you want. 1 level for manure, and then you can have 1 level for spray as well. And we kind of have 3 levels of fertilization. Each one is different from the other one. That way you're not, just putting 3 levels of pellet fertilizer on. So you mix it up a little bit, keep it different. If these have collisions on them or not. For the sake of hired workers, I'd rather hope not. They do not. Good. North was asking what setting could I use to possibly reduce lag on this map. The biggest thing you can probably do is maybe turn down your graphic settings. If you already have it turned down already, then there's probably not more I can suggest for you. That's probably going to be the biggest thing, though, is just turn down your graphics settings. I don't know that there's anything else you can do for this map. Again, like I said, the mod author does recommend having a decent PC to play this on. And just from what I heard so far, it sounds like by decent PC, as long as you have like a 1050 or 1060 or bigger, you should have no problem playing on this map. So, it's not like you have to have the highest end components here to play on it. If you have a 1050, NVIDIA GTX 1050 there, you should be able to play on this map reasonably well from the sounds of it, from what I've heard. I'm not sure about any smaller than that or not. I haven't really talked to anybody that's got smaller graphics cards than that, so I don't know. Wow, we did not make it very far, did we? We still got a long ways to go. Oh, where's our combine at? Okay, yep. You know what? We can maybe... I'd have to go tab to them all, wouldn't I? Right. Nope, not that one. Thought it'd be smart there and just see if that was one of the ones, but nope, I guess we'll just wait for the map to load here. One thing we can possibly do here is turn it down to like 25%. That way we'll get them unloaded a little more promptly. Hopefully, anyway. Normally, I just leave those settings at default. 25% seems to be pretty good. But again, size of this map with the amount of driving that is going to be required, it's probably not quite. What are you driving over here for? I'm guessing probably, yeah, pathfinding is activated. That's maybe one setting maybe we shouldn't have activated. That's probably one thing that's taken so long for me to get unloaded here. Again, pipe is over crops, so... Oh, from the looks of it, he's not going to hold much, is he? There we go. Sometimes a little human intelligence helps a lot with Courseplay there. I don't know why it missed the pipe. Anyway, everyone, looking at time, looks like it's about time to wrap up the episode. So with that, again, a reminder, if you'd like to join us on the multiplayer servers, information is in the description below there. Again, we ask that you please just join us on TeamSpeak. TeamSpeak is a voice chat client, by the way, if you're not familiar with TeamSpeak. Similar to, say, Discord, or somewhat dissimilar to maybe Skype. We got all the information for actually joining the Farming Simulator servers on TeamSpeak there. Download links for the mods, rules for the servers, all that stuff is on there. So, with that, comments or questions, be sure to leave them below. And as always, thanks for watching, and until next time.